Maybe I'm just nostalgic, or maybe it's truly magical. Whoa, when I see that castle, the feeling is truly magical. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe it's truly magic. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe it's truly magic.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Brooke.
And congratulations, we made it through 2018.
It's finally over. And I just want to say, what the fuck was that?
Awful. We're going to scrap it. We're going to say it's done. We're going to move on to this new
The only
year.
thing I'm taking from 2018 is my trip to Disney World. I'll take that into 2019 with me. Everything else can stay in the past.
Yeah, aside from this podcast, I don't have any highlights of the year.
Oh, yeah, the podcast started in 2018. Surprise, I've already forgotten.
Right along with my addiction to wine. Just kidding, that started
That's
long
going
ago.
strong.
Speaking of, we did not talk about the cool gifts Matt got us
No,
because
we
he gave
didn't.
it to us after our last podcast episode. And I'd like to just quickly share, obviously we're drinking wine as usual, but we got these really cute custom wine glasses from Matt that say...
Mine says, well, you should go first.
Oh, yeah, mine says, maybe it's just nostalgic.
And mine says, maybe it's truly magical. And when we clink them together, they go, hey.
Ready?
Yep.
Listen.
Hey.
Truly magical.
I mean, that's super magical.
And yes, he paid extra for that. Ask him for where he got it on Etsy.
All right, guys, but it's 2019, and Disney has a lot of shit coming out this year, and we want to make sure you're prepared for it. So we're going to obviously talk about it.
Yeah, again, 2018 was shit, but just looking at what Disney has coming out for 2019, movies alone, hashtag fuck ton of live animated films.
Hashtag Aladdin. Hashtag CGI Lion King.
CGI Lion King!
Hello.
And how about that latest preview of The Lion King that's been out? Simba is fucking cute.
Oh my god,
How
he
cute
is
is Simba?
so cute.
I was really worried about it, but he's cute as
He's
shit.
so cute. He's fucking adorable. All right, producer Matt, we're gonna do this like we're live on the air. You're gonna let us know what's happening in 2019, and we're gonna react.
All right.
That's what the kids like.
So we'll get to the movies in a second because there's a couple changes happening to the Disney parks.
But Matt, I've never been. Oh,
No,
wait.
you don't get to say
yeah,
that
I
anymore.
fucking have been. What? Okay, go.
So I'll knock out this one real quick because none of us have been to this particular park. There's two changes that are coming to California Adventure. The first one is that they're going to open the Lightning McQueen Racing School.
Can we send Daniel to test these for us and give us his feedback?
I think we can make that happen.
Because he's in California.
Yeah,
right?
he's in California.
All right, Daniel, you've got a mission.
Yeah, we've got an assignment for you. When this opens, go and record us your review on this, and we'll find out. But from what it sounds like, it's going to be like a kid show where it's going to be Lightning McQueen sharing all of his racing stories. It's going to be like a giant
Daniel's going to
animatronic
hate
show.
that. He doesn't like fun shows.
Well, you don't
like the
cars
Frozen
either.
musical. He
I mean,
doesn't
this is
like that.
Cars.
Well, yeah, I hate Cars.
Matt, we just said how 2018 was an awful year and 2019 was
And
gonna
you're
be a
going
lot
to open
better.
up
And you're gonna-
2019 shit with
Cars.
Lightning
Look,
McQueen.
starting light, we're going to build.
This is starting at the bottom. It can only go up from
The
here.
other thing happening is January 18th, there will be a new Disney show at Disney California Adventure that's a celebration of Mickey Mouse on his 90th anniversary.
Aww.
And this is weird. It's going to be a dance party based around EDM covers of Disney songs.
Wait.
What?
Whoa. Wait, actually, I'm really into that. Because if it's good, a Disney dance party where you're doing fucking like Molly with like Donald
say,
Duck
we
and
dropping shit? We're dropping shit?
What else do you do at an EDM?
Should we go to California?
Yeah, fuck Walt Disney World,
and
Florida. You've
party?
been there.
I've been
We've
to
all
Disney
been there.
World.
Let's go to Disneyland. None of us have been there.
Yeah.
You better not have been there, Matt.
I haven't, but it's because it's kind of like a day trip.
Well, so we go
Why
there
is it
for
a
a
day
day
trip?
trip,
They have a
and
park.
then we day trip at the EDM party.
And Matt won't, but he'll totally come and dance sober.
Yeah, he'll
and
make
then
sure
drive
that
us
we get home.
All right, so
That's the new goal.
That's it.
We got to account for that. That's going to be a more expensive flight and everything.
all right,
We should start a GoFundMe. Get us to drop Somali at Disney.
Matt, this is real.
I know we'll talk about it off the air.
Oh, God.
So
Coworkers listen to this.
there's
We are kidding.
Come with us, guys.
We're kidding. This is a joke.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I could ever do something like that. That's terrifying.
I would never.
other things coming to the parks. There's going to be no major changes, it looks like, to Animal Kingdom or Magic
No, that's
Kingdom.
incorrect. There's going to be a major change to Animal Kingdom. They're getting rid of Pocahontas. I don't know if that's happening in 2019, but they said she's leaving, and I'll be damned if you just gloss over that bullshit.
I thought we were trying to talk positives.
Listen, that's a major change.
It is a major change. That is
Question,
very
Brooke.
upsetting.
Yes.
You were there at last, Disney most recent, and Magic Kingdom most recent. Were there any places where they had it like blocked off, like working on things?
Not Magic Kingdom, not Animal Kingdom. They did at what's it called? The lame one, Hollywood Studios, because they're doing all the Star Wars shit.
So all the Star Wars stuff is opening in Hollywood Studios this year.
Are they actually going to be on track for opening?
Oh, one of the rides at Animal Kingdom was closed. It wasn't a ride. It may have been like a show. Like one of the dinosaur things was closed. I think they're getting rid of it.
Yeah, the dinosaur
should just-
ride is getting their.
Yeah.
They should
But
just
they don't-
bulldoze that
yeah.
whole site.
That is the worst part of that park.
The
But-
indoor thing.
Yeah,
Right,
it's,
yeah.
It's a bad ride.
They should put in like a strip mall.
So
there.
also,
Strip club. And I was like, yes. I want to see Flynn Rider strip at Animal
and
Kingdom.
Pocahontas.
I'll be Pocahontas.
now I said something to you the other day, and I stand by this. That I think
And yes, Judy
that
Hopps.
with
Yes.
we're getting
Judy
closer and
Hopps will
closer.
strip.
We're getting closer.
She
and
would be at
closer-
Animal Kingdom, Matt.
We're getting closer
Matt.
and closer to an anniversary of Pocahontas, and I think that might bring her popularity back to the forefront, and she might not be gone for long.
You think?
But why are they going to get rid of her just to bring her back? Why
I have
would
no
they
clue.
do that?
So that they can celebrate the return of Pocahontas.
But nobody celebrates Pocahontas. Like she had a 10-year anniversary, a 15-year anniversary, a 20-year anniversary,
That's true.
and nobody did shit for my girl.
Yeah, we let it go.
They let it go, literally, because they brought in Elsa.
Also coming to Hollywood Studios, about a year ago, they closed the Great Movie Ride. They're finally going to open the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Ride.
Railway.
Runaway railway.
Look, there's a lot of words going on.
Railway.
Matt actually drank wine tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, Matt's drunk.
And as we've been talking about throughout the last year of this podcast, they should have the Skyliners ready by the fall of this year so that you can just take an air ride from Hollywood Studios right into Epcot. Epcot's where a lot of the fucking changes are happening, though. They're going to really start to interject intellectual properties into all of the countries in Epcot.
What do you mean by intellectual property?
Is there going to be like a Coco attraction in Mexico?
Examples of what's been announced. Inspired by the success of the Frozen sing-along show in Hollywood Studios, France is going to get a Beauty and the Beast sing-along show.
God damn it.
Why wouldn't they have done Ratatouille?
They're also putting a Ratatouille ride in
No,
there.
also, I want just Ratatouille.
We've
What
got
sing-along
enough.
is there from Ratatouille?
You don't
We don't
need, it
need
doesn't
one.
need to be a
It's
sing
Ratatouille.
along.
Well, they're trying, but the sing-along that's supposed to be opening like early 2019 because it's something they can quickly get in there. The other big thing that they're going to be updating in 2019 is the China and the Canada pavilions are going to get new videos because they haven't been updated in like 20
Why isn't
years.
China getting a Mulan anything?
She might. I don't know. I'm basing it on what I read.
So, like,
they're
if
getting
we're
rid of
going to
her
fucking
next.
do this, and Pocahontas should be in America, because it should be, it's her country, all right? If we're going to do this. Canada, who's even from Canada?
Well, that video was hosted by Martin Short, so we'll see if they replace that when they do the new video. I'd imagine so. With someone, maybe Drake. Maybe Drake will be the host of the Canadian.
Oh, my God. Or
you
Ryan
imagine?
Gosling.
Oh, Ryan Gosling would be a good. Who should? So, what Canadian would you want to have?
I'd be
host
fine
the
with
Canadian
Drake.
Video?
I'd be good with Ryan Gosling.
I'd rather Ryan Gosling.
Rachel McAdams is also. They should be together, by the way. They're both from Canada. What other famous
Why aren't
Canadians
they
are-
together? They'd be perfect.
Because, like, there can't be anything good in the world,
Think of their
Andrew.
babies.
I know. Now they have babies with other people, and it's just not right.
The other big change that's happening to Epcot is the late night show Illuminations, which has been basically the closing event of Epcot since it opened almost. I think it's been going for about 20, 25 years.
I may have seen that.
Yeah, that's where you're standing. You're in the world. Well, you may have seen it because it happens while you're in the countries, but you may not have seen
Well, that's what I'm saying. I may have seen it,
you may
but
have been in the presence of it.
my recollection of it is not there.
So they're going to be closing that in September, and then in September they're going to be debuting a 4-month show called Epcot Forever, which is going to, from what it sounds like...
It's going to be actual footage of me wasted when I was there, and everyone's going to laugh. It's going to be fun.
This actually sounds really cool for like long-time Disney park fans, because it looks like they're going to do the projection on the giant ball in the middle of Epcot instead of over the water, and it's going to be a tribute to all of the rides throughout the history of Epcot being open, both currently open, and ones that have closed in the past, with excerpts from the songs that played inside those and everything like that. Like, it's going to be a whole celebration of the park. And then what's going to happen is in early 2020, they're going to be debuting their new show, which I'm very excited about because I won't get to see it this year, obviously. I'm going to try to go in 2020 just for the show. It's going to be a celebration of the music of Disney and how it unites countries around the world. And that's why they're putting all these intellectual properties in these different countries, because you're going to have...
They need to do Remember Me.
Yeah, well, they said it's going to be hosted by Miguel, Hercules, and Moana are going to be like the projected hosts of the different countries, introducing the songs that inspire people.
While I will say I'm really happy about that, and while you guys both know how much I love Hercules, it does also piss me off that how does Hercules get this big shiny spot, but Pocahontas is just like, fuck you?
Well, because they need someone to represent Greece. It's you have to think of it, because I thought that too,
Also,
but you have to think about it from like them trying to tie it into what pavilions they have.
No. If they're doing something for France, why does it have to be Belle? It could be Ratatouille. What about Hunchback in Notre Dame?
I was going to say
Or
Quasimodo.
why not Pocahontas in America?
Well, I don't think there
already
is an
said that.
American pavilion, is there?
Yes.
There's you.
What?
It's
Yes, there
the
is.
center.
Oh, that's right.
It's like colonial America.
It's the biggest one.
That's right. Look.
I remember that country, okay?
Oh, then it must have been early on.
And my parents were shit heels.
It got hazy after America.
We got food there. We
Right.
went to Epcot that day, and we got because
didn't want to eat any of the stuff. You went to America.
But there's
You're
like
surrounded by
Italy.
so many
and-
options.
I digress.
All right, so that's it for the park changes. It looks like a lot of the stuff is actually going to be in 2020. But here's some of the movie news.
Oh yeah.
So
What's the latest gossip? What's
So-
the Disney 411?
is
I'm
there
so
another
glad
is
you
there
did that.
another catchphrase that you could use, because it will kick off this first one really
It is
well?
so fetch.
Close.
Disney 411. Disney.
No.
3, 6, 5.
I was looking for one of you to ask me what's the stitch, because they're going to have a new Kim Possible TV movie debuting in March, apparently.
But is it the OG cast?
Yeah.
The
Ooh.
OG?
Yeah.
Like, call me, beat me if you want to reach me?
That's what they're
Like-
saying.
Even Stevens?
Apparently, like, it's a hope that they can maybe reboot and start back up Kim Possible again as a show.
Like Ren Stevens.
I'm hoping. And
don't
Eric
buy it.
Matthews. But we'll see what happens.
I don't buy it.
But that's the only TV movie that I have in here. March 8th, we'll breeze right past this because I'm the only one that cares. Captain Marvel's going to come out.
It didn't even look good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
honestly, like Matt, no bullshit. It didn't even look.
It opens with a blockbuster,
Captain
so
Marvel.
Captain Marvel with Brie Larson.
I haven't seen like any of the Marvel.
She's like
Marvel
the new
movies.
like big one. It didn't like maybe it's just the trailer. It didn't look that good. It didn't look
I just
that
want to
good.
see it because I don't know anything about Captain Marvel, so I'm like, okay, well now I can finally learn who this character is.
What's
But-
the Ryan Reynolds movie? Disney.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
No, that's
No,
DC.
That's the one I.
No,
like.
it's a Marvel
Is it
character.
Marvel? Oh,
It's
I'm an
Marvel, but it's
idiot.
part of the Fox deal. So then on March 29th, we get Dumbo. That's the first live action
We all get
film.
to be so sad on March
The
29th.
newest trailer that I saw even more heavily uses Baby Mine, and I just couldn't take it.
God, he's so loud. I'm sorry.
And it also has, the newest trailer shows a lot more Tim Burton-y things that I don't like so much, like a bunch of clowns and like all, like just clowns marching in sync, and it looks very much like toy soldiers that have come alive and like stuff where I'm just like, oh, it's starting to feel too Tim Burton-y. What I liked about the first trailer was it didn't feel Tim Burton-y at all.
Oh, it's gonna be so Tim
dark.
Burton.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dark. It's gonna be sad, and I'm
But I am
honestly
gonna see the
like,
shit out of it.
yeah, I'm
the
gonna
thing,
see it, but I'm
if
gonna be
Disney-
really bummed.
If Disney picks him for a film, that's the direction they want to go with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you know what you're getting when you pick Tim Burton.
But it's just like, of all the movies, like, we gotta take Dumbo. Dumbo already sad. We gotta take it to a deep, dark Tim Burton
It
level.
totally makes sense. If you think about like whenever Tim Burton,
No, it's so sad. I
Hear
don't
me-
want to go there with this
Well,
movie.
hear me
You know
out.
what they should have gotten Tim Burton for? Is Pinocchio.
That's what I was just
No,
going to say.
well-
Fist bump.
But
Yes.
here's the reason why I'd argue against that.
Let's clink our glasses so they go, hey, hey.
I agree with you that that's the better choice.
Yes.
But from what I know of like how Tim Burton selects his projects, I think he really wanted to do Dumbo because he always talks about like, well, if the main character is like a super special character that's also like this outlier that everyone thinks is weird and makes fun of, then I'm drawn to it. And like, what Disney property more than Dumbo?
Pinocchio.
I know, but to him it's Dumbo. It's going to be
Pinocchio,
always Dumbo.
it should have been Pinocchio.
It should have been, but I understand why Tim Burton went with Dumbo.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on, we're going to get a documentary that we're just going to breeze right past for Penguins on April 19th. And then on May 3rd, we're going to get The Avengers 4, which we can just breeze right past that.
I thought everyone died.
No, only half of them died.
Oh,
Half of
well.
it.
I
Oh,
wonder what
RIP.
this movie will be about.
Obviously, Captain Marvel. We need Captain Marvel to figure out how Captain
Oh,
Marvel's going
right,
to save
okay.
everybody. And then on May 24th, Aladdin comes out,
Woo! Woo!
which I'm getting more and more stoked for that one,
I'm
too.
so excited for Aladdin. That it's going to be fucking awesome. I don't care what anyone says.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be great.
amazing.
I don't
Here's
get.
the big
Everyone's like,
debate.
Will Smith won't be a good genie, and I'm like, fuck you. Yes, he will.
So,
Will Smith won't be Robin Williams, but Will Smith will be a good genie.
Yes, exactly.
so which one do you think you're more excited for, though? The Lion King or the Aladdin?
I am more positive about Aladdin and its results. I'm more skeptical about Lion King.
So I think I have a more open mind about Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be more critical of The Lion King because it's so beloved to me.
Bingo.
That if they fuck it up in any way, I'm going to be ready to jump down their throats.
I will say with the Lion King,
fucks up the
If
Lion
Beyonce does not bring the fire for Nala, I'm going to be upset.
She has to bring the fire without overshadowing.
Yes.
And if she crosses that line, so help me, I will come for her and her
And-
children.
but I do
am
love
worried.
the casting for most of that movie.
I'm worried about Timon. I don't know how I feel about that casting. I've talked about it here before.
Yeah.
Who is
not-
he? He's
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, Craig from Parks and Rec. What's his name?
he'll do that great.
Yeah, I think he'll be.
That's what
actually
you've
really
said
good.
before, and I'm still skeptical. I don't know.
I think that's what. I think
But
if you're-
James Earl Jones reprising his role,
that's
like,
huge. Childish
gonna be
Gambino up in
amazing.
there.
He's gonna be a
Donald
great Simba.
Glover?
He'll be a phenomenal Simba.
oh, he'll be great. But I'm just like, if they fuck it up at all, I swear to God.
We'll get back to Lion King in a second.
Is
because
Whoopi Goldberg coming back as the hyena?
I don't think she is.
Oh my God.
Didn't she die?
No, Whoopi Goldberg is still alive. Still alive, obviously.
Obviously, R.I.P. Whoopi Goldberg.
So
Oh,
in
she's on The View.
before, yeah,
Yeah, she's on something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
before Lion King, there is one other film on June 21st. Toy Story 4 comes out.
That one
Wait,
I'm excited
wait.
for.
They have one on June 21st, and then Lion King is when?
July 19th. So they got
July.
May, June, July,
God,
and
this
August
is going to be a
locked down.
doozy of a summer.
Yeah.
First
So-
of all, Toy Story 4 shouldn't exist.
I like the new teaser.
But Tim the Toolman Taylor...
What are they going to do with it?
Tim the Toolman Taylor said that he sobbed
Yeah.
at the ending of,
I know.
of Toy Story 4, which I'm like, how much fucking worse can it get?
You know what I think
Yeah.
they're going to do? You know how they had the scene in 3 that was really sad? They know how many people bawled from that, and I think they're going to pull from
Are they
that-
gonna finally
that
kill them?
emotion. I think they're going to do something.
I thought maybe
They're
like
going to get replaced with like an iPad.
I thought maybe Andy would like have kids and like he gives his.
No,
We already
what's
gave
her
the
face?
toys away to the little
But
girl.
I think like maybe he maybe she's selling them and he like goes by and he picks them up for his kids.
So it definitely seems like
Like she's like going to school now.
Yeah, and he's got a kid.
That
I would cry.
I would cry. And he like moved into the old childhood home.
Yeah.
And, like his kids are back in the room, and we end where we started, kind of thing.
Wouldn't
I
that
hope
just
that's
like
where it goes now, because now you're pitching me on why we do need a Toy Story 4, and if it doesn't go in that direction, I'll be real
That's
upset.
what I wanted. I wanted like Bonnie to be getting rid of the toys. She's going to school. She's doing her thing, and then Andy is back in the neighborhood, and he goes by at like a yard sale or something, and he picks him up and brings him back home, and he's got kids.
Yes.
That would be pretty adorable.
Disney, you better change the fucking ending right now.
So let's get back to July 19th with The Lion King, because there was one piece of news that came out recently that made me very upset.
What?
Which was the news that Be Prepared will not be in the live
I thought that
action.
was a rumor. Is that confirmed yet?
I guess I was reading it on Thanksgiving skimming, so it could.
What are your sources? How many articles said that?
2 or 3 articles had mentioned that was not listed as one of the songs.
What were the sources of what articles?
I can't. You're making me have to think a month ago. I don't know.
So
I just feel like
maybe are they saying they're not going to have it because they really are and they want everyone to be excited?
Yeah,
because how do you have Lion King without Be Prepared?
Well,
Might as well-
I think a big element is that they almost cut it from the cartoon as well, so it's kind of
But
like
they didn't, so
Yeah,
that's
but
irrelevant
Let's be
now.
very
But I-
clear. They're both cartoon. They're both animated.
Okay, yes, we'll stick with that. I think a big element of it was like having all of that Nazi imagery when there weren't Nazis roaming around was a lot easier than when there fucking are Nazis roaming around.
Nazi imagery.
Well,
Have you
we'll
watched the Be Prepared sequence recently? The hyenas are goose stepping.
Listen, we have
What's goose stepping?
it's the Nazi
Brooke did a very
march.
good job of depicting it while sitting down, which is
Yeah.
Yeah,
impressive.
you did. That's exactly how I thought of the hyenas when you
Yeah.
did that. I know
Yeah.
exactly what that was.
You're
good.
thank
That was
you.
so subtle.
You
but
know, we
so
all
different.
have our talents, and I think I just found mine.
Which
goose
not
stepping.
Just in a chair, though.
Well, if anyone needs a goose stepper in their
In a
life,
chair.
in a chair.
I got you.
you can't stand up.
Yeah, I can't stand up and
A
do it.
goose stepping sitting chair girl.
Woo! When your back hurts, you gotta sit down.
Did you throw your back out?
I think I did.
Need to still goose step? Call Brooke.
I got you.
Are we cutting that?
I kind of want to keep it.
All right.
Oh no! I feel like you can't have Lion King without Be Prepared. If that's truly not in there, that is like Mulan level.
Yeah, that's going to start
Bastard.
with a bad taste in my mouth. Like, if that song
Does
doesn't...
Mulan come out in 2019?
No, that'll be early 2020.
God damn! They need to just scrap that whole thing now because what bullshit.
So the,
Scrapping just
the August...
that's how you bring back Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas literally has more people in it than most of those animated movies. Why did they not do Pocahontas as a live action?
Do you think they could find a Native American to cast as Pocahontas, or do you think they're gonna cast a non-Native American and cause an uproar?
Well, they'd probably put the fucking Rock in it and Vin Diesel.
The Rock is Coco.
Actually,
That could work.
that could work. Or they'd take Chris Hemsworth and just make him really tan.
No, he would be. I almost said Jon Snow. He would be John Smith.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth would be John Smith.
Let's have an episode in the future
Where we cast?
Where we cast.
We should cast our own live action Disney movies. We can go through.
Yes, that'll be an episode.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's a really
Cut that,
good
we don't
episode.
get
Yeah.
No.
Cut that. You guys don't get to know.
Snip that, please, Matt. Listen to us. Cut that. Delete this portion.
So what's next?
So the
Next.
August movie, which I will most certainly
Thank
be
you.
skipping,
Next.
is on August 9th is Artemis Fowl, which is some adaptation of a children's book that I've never heard of.
Oh, Matt's skipping it. Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and skip that one.
Oh,
Never
Matt's
seen
skipping
Artemis
that
Fowl?
one.
No. What is it? Tell us.
It's a book.
It's an excellent book of a child who goes on an amazing adventure and stumbles across magical things and has experiences with beings with powers.
Oh, well, then maybe I will see it. That sounds right up my alley.
The fact that you don't know what Artemis Fowl is blows my mind.
Thank you. Next.
That's so 2018.
I
Anyway,
know.
So, the one that Brooke's most excited for, I'm sure,
What?
on November 22nd,
Finding Nemo 3.
Frozen 2.
So I don't know if I'm excited for this because Disney sequels, we know how I feel about them.
Yeah, but most Disney sequels don't get a
Should
theatrical
be
release.
called
That's
Disney
a huge.
Queercles.
That's a huge deal. This ain't, if this was a direct to DVD Frozen sequel, I understand.
Let me say something to you. Toy Story 2 was theatrical. It's
I
garbage.
love Toy Story 2.
Well, you're wrong.
I am a huge defender of Toy Story 2.
You didn't like
Also-
Toy Story 2?
No. Also, that's when Jessie came around. She fucking sucks.
I liked her.
Oh, stop. No one likes her. Also,
And also, I think that the new Wreck-It Ralph movie is better than the original one.
okay,
so.
well, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I saw your Facebook rant.
What about Cars 2?
Well, I mean, that started with a bad franchise. to
Well,
begin
you
with.
know what?
If
I'm
you
just
start
saying,
with shit, you can't make much more out.
they've
of it.
put out some bullshit sequels in theaters. Like, don't. I'm nervous.
Just saying,
I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous
But
for
your
this one.
nervousness is because you're thinking of Pocahontas 2 and Mulan 2
No,
and all
I'm
of that
thinking
trash.
about how Frozen's just so good, and how do you go back to that? The songs aren't going to be as good.
You don't know that?
I just how are they going to be as good?
Bring
how
back
are
the
they
same
going to
song.
do
It's
it?
going to be the same songwriting team. They gave us Coco.
Yeah, but that's a different movie. That's
But
a
it means that
different
they can do
movie.
anything.
Oh, I'm just nervous, guys. I'm absolutely going to see it.
So
And I'm going to wear a
nervous.
Frozen shirt to see it too. And I'm going to reflect on when I met Elsa. But I'm nervous. I'm nervous that it's like I'm going to be expecting too much from it, and that's not fair.
Do you think that
Because I'd expected nothing from the first one.
do you think the trailer will help, hurt, or do nothing for you when it finally drops?
Oh, God, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, right?
We'll certainly be talking about it when
We'll
it happens.
have a whole Brooke reacts to the Frozen trailer. We should film me watching it for the first time. And I'm just like, kids like those reaction videos,
yeah,
right?
that could get us some numbers.
They could.
And then
Get me some numbers, yes.
just speed right past this on December 20th, the next Star Wars movie.
Yeah, no, fuck
so while I was trying to pull up dates and release dates, I
We're not
found
talking about Tinder, Matt.
I found an article that was
Got him.
It was 11 movies 11 Disney movies coming out in 2019 and 14 that aren't. And it was listing a bunch of the movies like we had mentioned, Mulan and stuff like that. There was 4 movies that were mentioned that are coming out in 2020 that I had heard nothing about until this
Okay.
moment. So I wanted to share them with you. Now, a lot of this is going to be for the Disney streaming service as some of their like original film content. But they're doing live action films for The Sword and the Stone,
Ugh.
The Little Mermaid.
Whoa, wait a second. That's not going to theaters? That's not a theatrical release?
That might be a streaming
Let's
one.
think
No.
about it.
No fucking
No,
way.
that's okay. That makes sense because
No.
They want to get people to subscribe.
No.
They want to get people to jump on.
It's the Little Mermaid.
What are you gonna
They're
do?
doing a live action Little Mermaid, and it's not theatrical.
That
Let me
one,
ask
I
you a
could see that
question.
one going theatric.
If
honestly.
There's
you-
no. Oh Jesus Christ!
If it comes
There's
out,
no way. I'm hurting myself right now. I'm so worked up.
if it comes out and it's only on Disney streaming, what are you going to do?
I'm buying Disney streaming,
and that's why.
That's why they're doing it.
But don't do that to me. I am so poor, Disney. Don't make me do this to myself. How will I buy tuna?
Well, and here's the other one that I was just like, oh my god, they're doing a live action of that. That's weird. Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, they could get all the cute doggies. Can Rowdy be in it? Do you want to be in a movie, Angel?
I think he'd do well.
He's the cutest bulldog in the world, and I will fight anyone that says otherwise. Don't at him.
So there was one other thing
He's
that got
cute.
announced that I had heard nothing about, and I'm curious about your guys' opinions on this.
Okay.
Because we've all discussed Maleficent before.
Yeah.
And how we have mixed feelings about
Is she getting
Maleficent.
another movie?
Well, there is a Maleficent 2 on the way, but no.
I thought that already came out.
Now it's
No?
coming out in 2020.
Okay.
Also coming out in 2020, Cruella.
Yes, my girl. Let's do it.
On the original thing?
Like, it's going to be a live action, same way that Maleficent is, where it's like giving you a background on the history of this villain before the.
yes. We finally get her tragic background and why she's just so misunderstood. I can't fucking wait for
I
that.
know.
I've
All the
been
time
talking
that you've been
about
saying
this.
that, I was like,
Yes.
oh my god! Someone listened to the podcast. and was like, that Brooke's on this.
Yeah. I told you guys that Cruella is misunderstood and she has a tragic backstory, and we are finally getting it, and I cannot fucking wait. Yes. Cruella. Which, so I get shit from someone who's like, you love dogs. How could you possibly like Cruella? And it's not that like I like Cruella or condone her behavior, but I've seen enough intervention to understand that something bad happened to her and maybe someone needs to help her.
Just maybe.
Yeah, I don't think she really wants to murder all these puppies. It's a cry for help. Mm-hmm. And she just needs to go to rehab or something.
This could be like her Wicked.
Like, sometimes when I'm drunk, like I do dumb shit and I'm, maybe hers is wanting to murder puppies. I'm not sure. We all have our issues.
Something.
And now I'm glad it's all going to be revealed.
And then, of course, the most important thing about 2019 for Disney is DisNeato train's going to just keep on rolling. We're going to keep doing fucking episodes, and we are going to probably go to a Disney park.
We're doing fucking episodes. I don't know about...
Well, we already did that once. So it gave us some pretty good numbers.
I'm just saying maybe something about Judy Hopps happens in this next year. Who played Judy Hopps? Who was that?
I actually have no clue.
Let's look it up.
I just assumed it was a real rabbit.
It is a real rabbit. You mean to tell me it's not? You mean to tell me Jason Bateman isn't a fox?
No. In no way, shape, or form. Jennifer Goodwin.
Oh, she's really cute. But she's also very famous and probably will not do the podcast. All right, is that all we have coming up?
That's all we got. That's wrapping it up.
All right, guys, we're in for a hell of a year.
Yeah, it's already starting off crazy.
Strap in, bitches, because you're with us for another 52 weeks.
And we've got some pretty sweet ideas that we've already kicked around.
Another 51 weeks.
Well, yeah, another, 50. Okay, 51 weeks.
You know what? You're with us until we go to Disney, so make that shit happen.
Yeah, guys, come on. You could be rid of us as soon as you send us to Disney. Gosh.
And if you want to keep us and you think the way of doing that is by not getting us to Disney, we'll just leave anyways.
Oh.
But
well, that defeats the purpose.
I was going to say, I was really looking forward to seeing you guys on a regular basis, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, because I never see you outside of this podcast.
All right, guys, I hope you're looking forward to 2019. Hopefully it's better than 2018, but the shit show that we live in, that is this world.
Well, if you had a good 2018, fuck you.
No one had a good 2018. You're a liar.
If you had a good 2018, hope you have a shit 19. No, I don't.
No, if nobody had a good 2018, they're lying. It's just nobody did. Nobody did. Who had a good 2018?
Tell us so we can chastise you online.
So we can tell who's a liar.
Because that's still rampant 19.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, bye. Bye.
I think a little wine.
Do coworkers listen to that?
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's definitely some that do.
Who? What?
Like a dozen.
Yeah, someone gave a business card to someone.
God damn it.
Hey, Toxic here.
And Meridon, too.
We're the hosts of the Overleague podcast.
Are you a fan of Overwatch League, or just a fan of Overwatch in general?
Well, if you are, we break down matches and all other Overwatch happenings, and we won't judge your main.
Tune in every other Tuesday to the Overleague on Geekscape, wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network. You're listening to the Geekscape Network.